Hello everyone, I hope you all are well and having a great day so far. Today we are checking out a true icon in the world of home coffee, the Technivorm Moccamaster. This is one of those machines that's been around for decades, and honestly people still love it because it just works. It is simple, reliable, and it makes a fantastic pot of coffee every single time. And the fun part, when it's brewing, it kind of looks like you're running a little science experiment on your kitchen counter in the best possible way. I've been really excited to try it, and today I will walk you through everything: the design, features, brewing process, and of course the taste test. Whether you are a seasoned coffee lover or just looking to upgrade your morning routine, you'll want to stick around for this. This little machine might just surprise you. So before we get started on this video, please be sure to subscribe to my channel down below, hit that thumbs up, and with all of that said, let's get into it. So this is a very simple machine, but also a stunning one. The design of the Moccamaster has been around for over 50 years, and it's really easy to see why. The look is just classic and timeless. It is handmade in the Netherlands, and honestly it just feels like a piece of coffee history sitting on your counter. Now the color was the hard part. This little thing comes in so many great options. I ended up with this green color, and I really like it. It is like a fun change from all the stainless steel appliances I've had for years, and the texture finish is actually very durable. It does not show fingerprints, which I really appreciate. And while it's brewing, it's kind of fun to watch the bubbles shooting up the middle column and flowing through the water arm. As far as functionality, it is very thoughtfully designed. This machine has the water tank built in on this side, and it's very easy to read the water levels, which really matters when you are dialing in your coffee to water ratio. And the brew basket is removable, and I love that it has a flat bottom, so you can set it right on your counter while you're adding your coffee, and then you can pop it right in when you're ready to brew. Now the lid on top does feel a little loose, but it is not a big deal. I'm not exactly locking up any valuables in there. Now the carafe on mine is glass. They sell different models with thermal carafe instead. I have a thermal carafe on a different coffee machine, but I feel like the stainless steel affect the taste of the coffee a little bit. With glass, the coffee to me tastes a touch cleaner. The downside is this glass is super thin. There's nothing wrong with that, but you have to be careful. You don't want to accidentally knock it against your kitchen sink. The upside is the lid pops on and off super easy, which makes it so nice for cleaning. And I love the design because when it's brewing, it funnels the brew to the bottom of the carafe, passively stirring it for consistency. Now here's the honest part. There is more plastic here than I expected. Some of it does feel a little lightweight and cheap for the price point. But the good news is very little of that plastic ever touches the hot water or coffee. The only real contact point is the plastic lid on the carafe, and that's it. Compared to other coffee machines on the market right now, that's actually a major improvement. And on the higher quality side, you've got a copper heating element that actually heats the water quickly and keeps it at that sweet spot for coffee extraction. There are also separate heating elements for the hot plate and for brewing water, which keeps the process consistent. The hoses are silicone, and the shower head is stainless steel, and it is removable, which makes it super easy to wash and clean. And to brew it back, you just have to press it into the silicone seal. The best thing about this machine is its simplicity. No apps, no clock, no timer, no Wi-Fi, no Bluetooth, and I love that about it. Nothing to program, nothing to update, no complicated menus. It just brews a fantastic pot of coffee every single time, and that's all I need. In fact, it meets the SCAA Gold Cup standard for brewing, so if it's already hitting that level of quality, why mess with it? There are only two switches on the whole machine, one for on and off, and the other one is to choose between a half a pot or a full pot. But this switch does actually more than you would expect. It actually changes the brewing speed, the hot plate temperature, and even bloom time for different brew sizes. So that means whether you are brewing a single cup or a full carafe, the coffee still comes out perfectly balanced. The hot blade is definitely one of my favorite features on this machine because it keeps the coffee gently warm without scorching it. I've let coffee sit on there for over 30 minutes and it still tasted as good as when it was fresh, which is not something I can say about most coffee makers. As long as you don't let it sit on there for hours, you won't get that burnt taste sometimes people complain about with glass carafes. For me personally, I never let coffee sit that long, so it's not an issue for me. It does have an auto shut off after 100 minutes, which is plenty of time to finish a pot of coffee, but if you do want it to stay on longer, you can just flip the switch back on. Another huge plus with the Moccamaster is how serviceable it is. Each machine comes with a 5-year warranty, and on top of that, every single part they sell separately. Plastic pieces, lids and carafes. So if you break something or if you lose something, you don't have to replace the whole machine. You can just swap out the part and you're good to go. Okay, so when your Moccamaster first arrives, I know it is so tempting to just brew a pot of coffee right away, but trust me, the first thing you should do is brew a couple of cycles with water only. It clears out any factory dust or residue and makes sure your first cup of coffee tastes as fresh and clean as possible. And now let's make some coffee. So first up, you want to fill the water tank with water. I always use filtered water. You know what they say, if it tastes good to drink, it will make good coffee. And one tip, always make sure you fill the water reservoir with the amount of water you actually want to brew. I learned this the hard way, that even if you have the half pot selected, if you fill the water reservoir all the way up, the machine will still use all the water in the tank. So yeah, we don't want to do that. Now the machine comes with a coffee scoop and a few paper filters to get you started right away. I prefer to use the unbleached kind. You can very much find these anywhere nowadays. And they do recommend in the instructions you rinse out the paper filter first before you add any coffee to it. This helps it sticks better to the basket, prevents it from collapsing, and it reduces how much coffee flavor is absorbed by the paper. And for measuring the coffee, the manual includes a very handy chart, and with the measuring scoop, it's really hard to mess up. I usually go for the golden cup ratio, and the coffee comes out spot on every single time. So for 10 cups of water, we need 7 leveled scoops. Now for this test run, I brewed 10 cups of coffee. It took about 7 minutes, which is quick, and the extraction was great. You can see how evenly the ground got saturated. And the carafe pours it cleanly too. As long as you go slow, there's no drips or mess. Honestly, this is the best, if not one of the best pour-over coffee I've ever made at home. The flavors are really smooth and balanced. There's no bitterness, no sourness, which tells me the water is reaching the perfect brew temperature. It is seriously so smooth and delicious. If you drink your coffee black, you're going to notice the difference right away. The flavors really shine. And hey, the hot blade really deserves a credit too, because like I said earlier, it really keeps your coffee warm without burning it. That's something especially you're going to appreciate in the winter, when your coffee usually cools down the second you set it down. And now, once you've enjoyed your coffee, cleanup is very simple. Just keep in mind, nothing on this machine is dishwasher safe, so you'll have to do it by hand. But it is still very easy and quick to rinse and wipe down. And I do want to mention, they recommend descaling this machine once every 3 months with a descaler. I haven't done that yet, but I'll be sure to share the process when I do. Alright, now to wrap up this video, I will say the Moccamaster is a classic, kind of like a cast iron skillet. It is simple, reliable, and it is built to last. It brews coffee quickly and consistently every single time, and it looks good doing it. I know $360 is a lot of money for a drip coffee machine, but it is rock solid. It is serviceable and it's backed by a company with decades of experience. The 5-year warranty is another huge plus. I know in the long run this will outlast these cheap machines you would buy and have to replace every few years. I love the retro design, the fact that it is handmade in Europe, and how effortlessly it works. The plastic pieces felt a little cheap at first, but honestly, they've held up fine, and I know people who've had these machines for decades. But with that said, I know when you pay the full price, the $360, you might expect sturdier pieces. That's why I highly recommend grabbing it on sale if you can. Trust me, you'll enjoy it more knowing that you saved a little bit of money. But that's all I got for you guys today. I really hope that you all enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, please thumbs it up, consider subscribing. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!